What up, guys? So this is my 2003 Jeep TJ. I've been wanting to make a video of it because I love watching videos of other people's built rigs. So I wanted to get on that boat and probably inspire somebody, which I've been inspired by other YouTubers. Forget his name. It's like Ken something, but seen this other Wrangler, Rubicon. It's like maroon colored. I forget their YouTube names, but pretty awesome rigs. I love watching, add-ons, like, when they put an add-on and they give you a review, because it gives you an idea of what to expect, and the performance, if it's worth it, which if it's not worth it, you can help somebody out, which is pretty cool. This is semi built. It's not like hardcore built. Had it for about a year. Sold my YJ probably about a year and a half ago because that thing had a ton of issues, and I lived in an apartment, which is not an excuse, but the engine was failing. I had a ton of a lot of rust, hidden rust, and problem with that is that I'm not experienced with rebuilding just like hardcore rigs, rebuilding engines. I'm not a specialty on that, which sucks, but oh well. These seats, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be pronouncing them wrong. It's like Corbeau. I love them. The problem is with these bucket seats is that they can't recline. The problem with that is that since I have a shitty back, I have like a certain position where everybody's comfortable driving. Some people lean back, some people like to drive super straight. I can't. I have to lean back a little, and the problem with these is that you can't. So perfect for off-roading because they hug you, even though I don't have I have the regular seat belts. I don't have these what is it called, it eight point straps, or totally passed my mind. So I have this back support. It's like a grandpa status right there, because my back starts hurting bad with these seats. I haven't tried it out yet because this car has been sitting in my garage for about roughly, I got that cushion maybe a couple days ago. This car's been here for about a week because I got my cement done. So I can't drive it. I can't drive it until roughly tomorrow. What's up, puppy? Her name is Juanita. It's an Australian Shepherd. What's up, Juanita? So a little about my rig. I just barely got the 8.8 in it. Probably 5 months ago, I guess. 5, 6, 7 months ago. Barely got it in. It has a grizzly locker, a Yukon shafts. My opinion on it, on that locker, that even though this is my first locker ever, my opinion on it, at first I hated it. I fucking hated that shit because I thought I broke something. Loud ass snap, super loud snap. I thought I snapped something, and I was scared because my Dana 35 took a shit while I was driving, and it snapped too, and I put it on four-wheel drive. I drove it home like that, and I was pretty pissed because I had to go to work, and I said, "Fuck it, if it breaks, it breaks. Just call it a tow truck." I put in four-wheel drive, drove home. It was like while I was driving. I was driving home, and yeah, I got it home. So I was sitting in my garage for a while. Going back to the subject, the 8.8. Yeah, I did not like it at first. I would hear a bunch of rattling. Like I would go on videos and or ask questions, and they were like, "Yeah, it's normal." Cause the opposite, no, because pumpkin is, I believe, to the right. I believe it's to the, or it's to the left. I'm not sure. To the right or to the left. More than stock. So see how the center is, it's not centered. So supposedly it causes vibrations on the rear. So I figured that was it. When I would hit 35, like 30 to 35 miles an hour, this thing would rattle like hard. And after I passed that miles per hour, it would stop rattling. And I was getting annoyed, to be honest. It wasn't comfortable. But then I was like, stop. It was not comfortable. I was to the point where I was like, I'm gonna trade it in and get something more comfortable wise as a daily. Sucked it out. Said I can't do that because I don't want another car payment, which is horrible. Started looking around the vehicle, the Jeep. Started looking around the Jeep, and comes to find out that my motor mount. I'm not sure. No, you can't see it. You know the motor mount that's right there under the transmission. This guy right here, these bolts. There's a motor mount right there. That thing was gone. It was dust basically. So the transmission was just driving freely. And I put that new motor mount from eBay. I totally forgot what brand it is, but it's like $130. It looks like a solid red block. You can get it red or black, doesn't matter. Same thing. When I put that on, the vibrations went away completely. But the problem is that now that I want to put it on first and I, take off, it kind of jumps as if either the transmission is still jumping or there's something else that's loose that it's making it jump, which I haven't had time. Well, I do have time. It's just putting so much work into something, you kind of get burned out. So taking a little break from this guy, and then trying to figure out what that vibration is when I get off of first gear. So other than that, going back to the subject on that 8.8, very very little vibrations now that I got that transmission mount taken care of. Very little vibrations. Is it worth it? I think so. As for the moment, I still need to drive a little bit more to experience it a little bit more, to see what's up, because I haven't been driving it much, like I said, because of cement work, and plus it's very, I only drove it maybe like 400 miles in 1 year, which is very little because it's been broken. I got my oil pan busted off-road, so it was down for maybe a couple of months, which people could say, well, that's dumb, you should have just bought one earlier. No, it's just money issues and saving up for the house, which the house was more important. And I am leaking oil. I think the sealant is bad, and people will tell me it's normal. If it's not leaking, that means you're not using it right, which I don't think is correct, because you should correct everything that's wrong. This is the skid plate. I got it on Craigslist. It's a worn skid plate. I got it for like $60. I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to put it on. I totally spaced it because the guy I bought it from was very rude, very antisocial. He was just like, just take it or leave it. I asked him how to put it on. He didn't tell me, so I had to go on the internet and try to check out how to put it on. But I'm thinking about fixing that oil pan first, because it's dripping oil. Now I want to get on the new cement because the wife would kill me. It's dripping right there. See it? Very slow leak. That slow leak could get me killed from my wife. So this is the first TJ video that I'm making. First TJ video. Probably more later on if anybody's interested. Alright, thanks guys.